G'day, I'm Charlie Pryde.
And I'm Jennifer Pryde. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Pride of the Villages.
So in this video, we go outside of the villages for a great adventure for both children and seniors.
It's a great experience for visiting friends and family at this time of year.
In previous videos, we have highlighted that it is the best time of the year to view Florida manatees, as these majestic animals gather around warm water outflows to contend with falling water temperatures during the winter months here in Florida. We have visited manatee viewing centers at power plants where warm water discharges attract them in great numbers. Natural springs in Florida discharge millions of gallons per day of 70-degree water and provide winter habitat. Manatees around these natural springs can be viewed by land, such as at Homosassa Springs Wildlife Park, or on the water by kayak, canoe, or tour boat. However, we believe the best way to view manatees is up close and being in the water with them, following, of course, all the federal and state laws protecting them. In this video, we go swimming with manatees in Crystal River, Florida, about an hour drive from the villages. We chose American Pro Dive Center as our tour operator, but there were a number of tour operators in Crystal River and Homosassa Springs to choose from. Arriving at the dive center, we check in and are issued mask, snorkel, fins, and the all-important wetsuit. After issue, we make sure everything fits comfortably. Next, we move to the classroom, where we watch a film on guidelines and prohibitions of viewing the manatees in their environment.
It is your responsibility to learn and understand these rules prior to recreating in the refuge.
Emphasis is placed on passive observation of the manatees. After our briefing, we are off to Pete's Pier to get on the dive center's pontoon boat and an introduction from our guide and boat captain.
Guys, so once again, my name's Austin. That's Bruce back there. Everybody say good afternoon, Bruce. Good afternoon, Bruce.
It's then just a short trip to the snorkeling spot. Established in 1983, Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge is the only refuge created specifically for the protection of the threatened Florida manatee. The refuge manages 179 acres, including several islands and springs within Kings Bay. Getting into the water, it did not take long for our guide to locate the first manatee. Manatees will rest for prolonged hours to conserve energy they need for quick foraging journeys between cold spells outside of Kings Bay when the temperature is warm, only coming to the surface to breathe. Manatees, sometimes known as sea cows, are mostly herbivores and eat over 60 different freshwater and saltwater plants. Florida manatees are a subspecies of the West Indian manatee. They can measure up to 13 feet long and weigh as much as 1,300 pounds. They propel through the water with paddle-like tails. Manatees are estimated to live 50 years or more in the wild, and one captive Florida manatee, Snooty, lived for 69 years. Manatee skin is gray, but can vary in coloration due to algae and barnacles. This guy definitely has some algae going on. The main causes of death for manatees are human-related issues such as habitat destruction and human objects. Their slow-moving, curious nature has led to violent collisions with propeller-driven boats and ships. Some manatees have been found with over 50 scars on them from propeller blades. This manatee obviously has been in contact with a boat. Natural causes of death include disease and adverse temperatures. Temperatures below approximately 68 degrees Fahrenheit increase the risk of cold-induced stress or mortality for manatees. On average, one calf is born to a female manatee every 2 to 3 years. Manatees do not form permanent pair bonds, and the male contributes no parental care to the calf, which remains with the mother for up to 2 years prior to weaning. During our snorkel, we did not wear fins. 1, to not inadvertently make contact with the manatees, and 2, to not disturb the silty bottom, which would decrease visibility in the water. Pool noodles are utilized for additional buoyancy. There are a number of designated manatee sanctuaries within Kings Bay. Some are permanent and some are seasonal, like this boundary marker in effect from November 15th through March 31st. The manatees will move from these areas to the open waters, and that's when you will see them up close. Sometimes they're moving fast, and other times they just want to hang out with you. Your chances of seeing manatees during these snorkel excursions is very good, considering this refuge boasts the largest aggregation of manatees in the world within a natural winter habitat, with densities reaching 1,000 manatees on extremely cold days. So the colder the day, the greater likelihood of manatee viewing. After about an hour in the water, it was back on the boat, and that can come with a cold end to the trip depending on air temperature. The hot chocolate provided never tasted so good. How's that hot chocolate, Jen? It was a quick trip back to Pete's Pier and drive to the dive shop to turn in our equipment. Changing into dry clothes, it was time to head home. In all, it was a great experience, and like I said in the beginning of the video, best way to view manatees is through this ecotourism experience. So that's all for this video, and hopefully you too get a chance to get out to see the manatees before they're gone for their summer habitats. So until the next video, we hope that you have a great day. We'll see you then.